It won't be easy. Good luck, tanker.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 59 Patton does not dance on the ashes of other tanks. That is called marketing magic, my friends. And the 59 Patton is not this bad A that just like blows up every tank on the battlefield and just strolls on through all the debris and dead tanks. That's just not how this thing works. I do like the tank, don't get me wrong. I saw this marketing material from World of Tanks Blitz. Sometimes it can be quite hilarious as they really make these things look way cooler than they actually perform in the game. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get back to reality. This is Studmuffin 1986. Welcome back to the channel. As many of you may know, there is a new event that's going to be happening here pretty soon, August 23rd through the 8th. The Winds of Wins event, the ability to win the 59 Patton. Now, they did give this thing a buff in the 6.2 update where they did strengthen the little hatch on top, which thank goodness, that was definitely needed. However, you still don't want to get too confident with this thing, but it does have pretty good armor, so we'll go in and take a look at this tank a little bit more in detail. So with the event, we'll start off with that. I guess basically bottom line, what you're going to be looking at in order to get the 59 Patton, you're going to be able to get these little pins, 20 per battle. You have to at least get 1,000 base XP per battle. Those accumulate, you get the 59 Patton, so on. You have 10 days, 10 days to do it. So, now, looking at the 59 Patton, like I said, not a bad tank. We go in and we look at the stats a little bit of this thing. Comparatively to other tanks like the Type 59, the T-44 and so forth here, it's not a bad tank. I mean, the cannon's not bad. It does have a little bit of a lower alpha compared to the Type 59, but it does have a higher rate of fire. Good cannon, really not that bad on the cannon side of things, you can see here. The thing that is also really nice about this thing, and the Wargaming marketing video did mention this as well, is the gun depression is quite nice. It is better than some of the other ones you see here, about the same as the Japanese tier 8 medium with negative 10 degrees of gun depression. So honestly, not very bad. That is actually quite helpful, and if you can really come up over hills and utilize that gun depression, it is really helpful, and your armor does get strengthened quite a bit at those angles. However, you are not invincible. And I'll go in to look at the armor in this thing and just be able to have you guys have a feel for what it's like and what tanks are looking at when they're shooting this thing. So, but before we go into that, yeah, cannon's good. You look at the speed and maneuverability, and it's a little bit more on the slower side than some of the other tanks. But this thing has pretty, it's got good armor. Not as good as the Type 59. The engine power to weight ratio is a little slower, which that can be concerning. You gotta be careful about making sure you give yourself enough time and distance to really get away. Keep that 2 barrier distance. Really just kind of do what you need to do and use a medium like how you should. But I mean, all in all, like, not a bad tank. I think it is good. A lot of people do say it is a little ugly looking, which, I'd have to agree, but there is like also some interesting aspect to this as well. I do play this tank, from here and then. It can be enjoyable. The negative 10 degrees of gun depression is helpful. Going in and looking at the armor inspector, when you are coming up over the hills and utilizing that gun depression, that's when you are going to be the strongest. When you're coming up across other medium and light tanks on flank areas, that is going to be where you're going to be the strongest. However, when you're coming across heavies like the Low or tank destroyers, tier 8 or so, you're going to want to be a little careful. As you can see, you're not as invincible as you may think you are. So just keep that in mind. Once again, like I said, it's a pretty good. I like the tank. Of course, I can see how maybe some people may not like it based on looks or whatever. There is going to be a unique camo with this tank that looks pretty cool. The tank has been in the game for a little while, so this is not like the first time it's come out. But I do have a video replay just to help you guys get a feel for what the tank is like. The reload, gun depression, videos can really say it all. I know there's multiple videos you guys could also see on YouTube about this thing. But anyway, hope the video was helpful. This is Stud Muffin 1986, and enjoy the replay. Take care.